Blaster fans! In the previous video I stole something from Timothy Dick. He's a blacksmith, really good at his trade. Man, he's awesome. And when I say blaster fans, I stole that from somebody else actually. That would be AK-47 on YouTube. One of the blaster fans back in the day. Anyways, we're continuing with the Chinese blaster barrel. Earlier in the previous video, we showcased some of the transfer, updraft porting and corrections and so on. So we're at a point now where we can make another video. Here we have what I would say probably 90% finished worth of a barrel. If you look at that side, we can see, I mean, there's inclusions in the aluminium. There's nothing we can do. There's porosity. We still need to finish a little bit of things off here, but we're looking good. This process takes a lot of time to do. We have angles that we have to look at here from the cylinder going downwards, and we need to look at things like laminar flow and stiction, and there's many principles which we need to follow, and there are angles of incidence with regards to radius across distance, which are important to realize when we talk about laminar flow. So what I've done here in terms of my understanding and research, and I've been doing this for a couple of years, so I think I'm getting it right. I've had good results. Probably could do better. And this is one of the better cylinders I've done. But there are things that you need to look after. I'm not here to tell you guys what those are, but I've mentioned a few things. Go and do your own learning, go and do your own research, and start getting it right. But basically, for this Chinese cylinder, we've started again on the transfer updrafts. And I know you guys were looking at this picture in the previous frames and saying, wow, man, look at that. That's so awesome. It's knife edged. I round these off. I'm not finished yet. And that one is going up. And that one is going... It's actually going down from cylinder to the left. That one is going up from cylinder to the left. So I'm not finished, but we need to take care of a lot of things. You know, the castings on these aluminium cylinders, especially with the Chinese guys, even with the OEM Japanese Yamaha cylinders, there's inconsistencies with the castings, but that's fine. You know, as a stock blaster, when you buy it off the showroom floor, it works really well. And when you're trying to make improvements, you want bilateral symmetry. You want the left side to be identical to the right side. You want that because when you have fuel coming up from the crankcase into the transfer updrafts, you want everything to be distributed into the cylinder from either side as evenly as possible, because this equals power, this equals engine symmetry, this equals or denotes to an engine running properly. This is throttle response. This is zero hiccups from idle to top RPM. This is what this will do for you. So you have to get these right. I'm still going to do boys and ports over here and over here. I lie. Over there and over there. And I think I'll make a video on drilling the Boyson ports for you guys and talking about what needs to be done to make Boyson ports successful. But you need symmetry. You need everything happening on the left-hand side the same as the right, or vice versa. You need symmetry. You need things to flow perfectly well in order for the filling of the cylinder when the mixture comes in to be as even as possible. Because if you have unevenness, you have an engine that is not breathing properly, and if and that also works in a mechanical engineering way. If you have an engine that is non-symmetrical, you will have, let's say this side flows better than that side, you'll have a hindrance on that side, and that will push down on the piston a little bit more than it should, and that will, in terms of axial load your top end, your bottom end bearing, your crank bearings, your piston will be skewed a little bit. There's a lot of things. So the more even you get this work, and the more accurate you get this work done, the better the load on the engine will be, and the breathing cycle of the engine will be, and the better the longevity of the engine will be. So I'll be back with another video to show you maybe probably the finishing of this.